In this one, I will be talking about this application which has been developed through Django, and this is how the home page of the application looks like. Right now, the things which a user can do on this application is as follows. He can register himself as a doctor on this application. He can register himself as a patient on this application, and also by creating a super user through a simple Django super user command, he can log in into this application as an admin. So now let's explore this application a little bit, and after that I will tell you about how you can set up this application on your respective device. You don't have to worry about the code because I will be providing you guys a link in the description section through which you can get the code of this application and you can set it up very easily on your respective device by following the steps which I'm going to share with you in this video later on after covering the functionalities of this application, what the things which this application can do for a user. Okay, so let's come on this home page. So if you click here on home, it redirects you to this page where you get to see all the details like this. Right, so right at the bottom, I have placed a link. If you will click this link, it will redirect you to a website. Right, so this is what I've created recently. So if you want to avail the coding classes, you can definitely register yourself on this particular website, right? And you can start taking coding classes from me. There are a number of courses which I'm taking right now, which people are taking from me. They're learning, they are exploring, and they are getting good jobs also, right? So if you want to become a really good coder, or you want to you want to become an expert in this field of coding, definitely you can take my classes and you are going to take away lots and lots of things from my classes, definitely. Okay, let's come back on the portal. So we were talking about this application. Right now, what's the next thing? It's the about page. So here also we have the same page. I haven't created anything for this. Right, let's come on contact. So it's again the same page. If you want, you can create separate pages for these two things, and then you can link the pages to these two tabs, right? Then we have sign up. So let's come on sign up. We have two options over here, doctor and patient. So let's register a doctor's profile first on this application. So for this, I'm going to enter some random details over here on this page, and let's see if we can create the profile of a doctor or not. So let me enter Anubhav as a username, and then Anubhav Jan Anubhav@gmail.com, and let me select the date of birth. So it's a very beautiful calendar that you get to see over here in this application. Okay, so let me go ahead with 28 June 2004, and here let me put a random number 23. Address is Rajnagar extension, let's say. Mobile number, let me put a random mobile number for now. Okay, registration number, let me put a random registration number for now, 12367, and year of registration. So let us select today's date for that. Qualification is MBBS, and State Medical Council, let me put a random text over here. Yes, and specialization. So out of these, you can select one of the options. Let's select other. Okay, and if you select allergies, that also will help. Okay, let's create a password for Anubhav. 123, and here also I'm going to type the same password. If password doesn't match, I'll have to enter the details again. I'm really sorry for that. Anubhav Jan. This time I think let us select a random date, 23, address, mobile number, okay, 12367, create qualification MBBS, state council yes, specialization dermatologist, password is Anubhav123, Anubhav123. So I have successfully registered Anubhav's profile as a doctor on this application. Now let us log in into the application using Anubhav's login credentials. So we're going to log in as a doctor. Okay. So I'm able to successfully log in into the application, and here I can see the doctor's ID, SV, doctor's email address, which I entered in the registration page. And let's check out the view consultation history. So we do not have anything over here at present. Let's check out the contact details. Okay, so here we don't have anything related to Anubhav Jain's profile, but if you want, you can link this tab with something which is relevant to Anubhav Jain. Okay, it totally depends upon your coding skills, how well you understand the application, how how you want your application to behave for a user who comes and checks your application. So here we can give a feedback, so I'll do it later on maybe. And profile, okay, so we have successfully created the profile of Anubhav. Let's log out. Okay, so this is how the doctor can log out from the application, and let's now sign up as a patient. Okay, so we are going to create a patient's profile now, and let's create profile with Harshita. Okay. And here I have to put a password. I want to keep it a bit simple so that even if I miss anything, I can recall everything easily. Okay, so I successfully created the profile of a patient with name Harshita, and let's log in into the application. I am not able to do it. Let me check what's the issue. Yes, so successfully logged in to the application, and here I can see the patient's name, patient ID, and patient email address and everything. Give feedbacks. Okay, I can give the feedback. View consultation history. So I haven't Harshita hasn't consulted anyone yet, so that's the reason nothing is there here on this page. And let's come on check disease. So here she can add the symptoms of her disease, right? So we'll talk about it later on. Let's log out from the application and let's quickly create a super user. So for that we'll have to come here on the application, and here we'll have to log out. We have to break the server, and then using the command python manage.py create super user, we can create a super user. So the spelling of super user is not correct. Create super user, it should be. And I'm going to create a super user with my own name, of course, right, like always. And let's see if I can do it or not. Yeah, so Gaurav, and then username is already taken, I think. So let's use some other name. Now I am using my mother's name, email address, I'm leaving it blank now, and let's enter a password. So my mother's name followed by 123. Yes, and I've successfully created a super user. Let's now log in into the application using the super user login credentials. So for that we'll have to again come on the application. Let's come on the home page. Is the application running or not? Let me just check it out. Okay, it's still getting loaded on the server, so it's going to take a bit of time because it's a heavy application. No problem, we'll wait for some time. Okay, so the application is up on 8000 port, and as you can see the application can be accessed on the browser now. And here I'm going to click on admin and let's check out the admin panel. So here I have to enter the admin login credentials, which is this for me. Okay, this is how the admin panel looks like. So manage users data. Okay, so this is the admin panel, right? And here, as you can see, we can see the doctor's details. So this is the one which we just created, if you remember, right? And if you come on here, patients, you can see the patient's details also. So there are two patients at present, Harshita, and the other one is Amit, which I created some days back, I think. Rating review, so we don't have anything over here. Consultation. So as you can see, it's not there are not too many tables over here. It's a simple application, but it's very useful, right? If you are a Django lover and you want to explore the things that you need to know while creating or before creating an enterprise level application, then this is something which can help you a lot. Okay, so let's go back. Let's log out from the application and let's come on the home page again. So I've showed you the admin page, I've showed you the doctor's page, I've showed you the patient's page. It's time for us to sign in into the application as a patient. Okay, so I'm going to sign in as Harshita, and here let's check this first option, which is check disease. So if you click here on add symptoms, automatically a list of symptoms gets populated from where you can select the symptoms like this, and once you select anything, it automatically comes here in the text area. You can select as many symptoms as you want, and you can add them in a list like this. Okay, once you are done with selecting the symptoms, what will happen? A machine learning algorithm will run if you click here on this predict button, and that machine learning will predict the disease you may be suffering just because of on the basis of these symptoms that we have listed down over here in the symptoms list. So let's check it out. So here it says that you have hepatitis E, right? So it's based on the symptoms which I have listed down over here. So this is the pure machine learning thing which happens at the back end when you click here on this button, and it's amazing. If you will just check out I would request you to check the code, learn how the machine learning thing happens. The first we accumulate data, then we divide it into two different sets, testing set and training set, and on the basis of that we create some models, and then we analyze the performance of each model, and then we take out the best one out of the models that we create on the basis of training and testing data. Okay, so all these things, if you know about and you have a passion for application development, and the Django tricks and technology very well, definitely this app is going to play a big role in your life. It's going to make your life really easy. Okay, so as you can see, on the basis of the symptoms which I listed down over here, Harshita has this disease called hepatitis E. What is this? Click here to know more. So let's click here and check out what will it redirect us to. So it has redirected us to this Google page where I can see the details related to hepatitis E. So this is something which makes this application really awesome for the users, right? On a single click they are able to get the required output. We also have provided a link over here through which they can get to know about the details of the disease they are suffering from. Okay, and then let's consult a doctor. So we have two doctors right now on the panel. Fine. Now if Harshita wants to consult, suppose Anubhav, so he can first view his profile. Okay, so this is how the profile will come on Harshita's panel. Fine, and then she can go back and she can click this consult option. fine, which will redirect her to this page. Okay. Now, what can a patient do on this page? He can talk to the doctor directly. He can send messages. So it's a WhatsApp, real-time WhatsApp that we have, that has been integrated to this application, so as to make the communication process easier for the patients and the doctor. Okay, so the patients can talk to the doctor and the doctor can also reply to the patient's messages. Now, how that will happen, let me tell you that. So what I will do here is I'm going to open a new uh, window. Okay, so as you can see, it's on Firefox, and the one which I was running earlier is on Chrome. So here I'm using Chrome, here I'm using Firefox, and here I'm going to sign in as a doctor, and I'm going to use profile for now. Okay, so we have successfully logged in into the application as a doctor, right? And we have used Anubhav's profile for that. We can check the profile like this over here too. Let's go back, and here we can check the consultation history. So if you remember, we just consulted Anubhav. Harshita just consulted Anubhav, and earlier when we saw this page, it was completely blank. Only we see these things. But now, because Arshita has consulted Anubhav, so his her profile's information, her profile, we are able to see over here. So Anubhav can view her profile like this, right? And then if suppose he want to provide his consultation to Harshita or help to Harshita, he can click this consult button, wherein he will and thereby he will get redirected to a page where he'll get to see the symptoms Harshita has listed through his panel on the portal, right? And what kind of disease she's suffering from, and what is the confidence score, and everything which is related to machine learning, which that machine learning thing algorithm which we have coded in the back has given us as an output on the application will be visible to the doctor over here, right? Then patient's name and ID, and then doctor's name and ID. Now here, let's come on Harshita's profile and let's send a message to the doctor. So it's a real-time WhatsApp application which you're going to see now. Hi Anubhav. Hi Dr. Anubhav. I need some assistance. Disease suffering from. So let's send this message to the doctor, and let's check out the doctor's profile now, whether he has received the message or not. So as you can see, the doctor in real time has received this message. Okay, so let's now send the response on Anubhav's behalf to Harshita through his profile. Hi Harshita, thanks for reaching out. Yes, I'll be happy to help. Okay, let's send the message and let's check out the Harshita's panel. Okay, so Harshita also received the message in real time, and it's just like WhatsApp. I hope you guys are enjoying this application, right? Okay, so this is a way doctor and patient can talk to each other, and once the communication is done, Harshita can go back, right, view consultation history, right, and then she can also give the feedback over here. And here also, doctor can also do the same thing. He can go back, close consultation. So this is something which I think I haven't showed you. So here the doctor can close the consultation. The patient can also do the same. Let me just check it out whether we have that option on the patient's panel or not. Yeah, so the patient also has the has this option of closing the consultation, closing this communication. Let's give the rating and reviews to Dr. Anubhav Jain first. So I'm going to give 5 out of 5 star to Anubhav. Let's submit the reviews. Fine, and let's close the consultation. Okay, so Harshita is done with consulting Dr. Anubhav. She has given 5 ratings to Anubhav, and let's check out Anubhav's profile now. Whether let's see whether we can see anything change, whether we can see the changes on his profile or not. So profile, and then view consultation history, view profile. Okay, we are not able to see any. Give feedback. Let me check out the profile. No. Consultation, yes. Okay, so we have closed the consultation. I think I'll have to go back on Harshita's profile, and here if I'll come here on profile and view consultation history, so here we can see it's already closed. Check disease. Let me select some symptoms and let's predict. So the machine learning algorithm tells me that it's acne, and let's consult a dermatologist for that. So as you can see, the doctor's profile also changes. Okay, here we can see Anubhav's rating as 5 out of 5, which Harshita has given. Okay, so that is how this application works. Fine, I hope you really like this application, and here we can see the ratings and reviews given by Harshita. Earlier there was nothing here in this table. Right now we can see the ratings for the doctor given by Harshita. Fine, let's log out from the application. So this is how the application works. Now let's talk about how can one set up this application on his respective device. So the first thing which is required for this application is pgadmin, which is Postgres SQL. So once you're done with installing this application, once you're done with installing Postgres on your device, you have to create a database. Okay, and it should be with name Predico, or you can give it a random name, but the same name you have to put in the Django settings also. Okay, let me tell you where exactly you have to define the configuration for the database. So downloading the application, you will get all these files. Okay, so this is the application. Fine, and here you have to come on the give me a moment. Where is that settings.py file? I'm trying to find it out. This is manage.py, and we have the settings.py file over here under disease prediction. Okay, so when you will come here in the settings.py file, what you have to do here is you have to define the configuration of your Postgres SQL database over here. So as you can see, the name of the database which I have defined in the Postgres is Predico. So you have to keep it, you can either keep it the same, or you can define a random name for the database, and the same name you have to use it here also. Okay, then user is Postgres for me, and the password for my Postgres is Gaurav123. Host is localhost, and it's running on 5432. So it's a default configuration which I've defined for Postgres over here, so as to connect this application to Postgres. Once you're done with doing it, you have to fire some commands for migrating the tables to your database. Now what are those commands? Let me show you that. So after making the changes over here, you have to fire python manage.py make migrations. I just want to show you the migration thing which happened at my end when I fired the command. Yeah, So this is the migration part. So this is a command that you have to fire first, python manage.py migrate. So what it will do, it will migrate all the tables to Postgres. Okay, once you're done with migrating the table, you have to fire this command called make migrations. Fine, and once the migrations are done, you can create a super user the way I have told you, and then you can use the command python manage.py run server for running the application on your local machine. Right, so this is how you can set up the application. It's very easy to use. Go through the code once. In case you come across any issues, feel free to contact me. And if you want to create an enterprise level of application, or you're a businessman, you want me to create an application for you, for that also you can contact me. Definitely I would be happy to help you. Thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial, and please don't forget to like and share this video in your groups, right? Because I really want to reach to as many people as as possible, so that I can give lectures to them also. I can help them also in understanding these kind of technologies. We have I've shooted a lot of lectures on Django, right? And I will be shooting many lectures on full stack development technologies like Angular, React, and whatever we require for doing full stack things. Besides, there are number of lectures on my YouTube channel on cloud computing also. So there are number of things which I've done till date, and I keep learning, I keep shooting lectures, I keep training people. So if you also want to become a part of my journey, please do subscribe to the channel and do share these videos in your groups, so that I can reach to the maximum students possible. Thank you very much for helping me out, and thank you very much for checking out this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot. Bye bye, take care, and have a great day ahead, guys.